Now here I am over in Unity. We're just like we had before. We have our folder with Mary in it, etc. Right? What I did is I made a little folder inside of my working directory, Daz, where I had my original, called Mary1. And I put the FBX in there that I saved from Ultimate Unwrap, and copies of the images just for sake of simplicity. So I'm just going to drag this down to the Mary folder and toss it in there. Once again, Unity does its little, let me think about this. You'll notice the little wait icon is running. In a second, there it is, it'll flip up the diffuse texture image. Still using the same UV space, we haven't changed anything there. Almost done. Now, all that said and done, we have a Mary. Alright, and we look on Mary 1 here. All of her information is still the same, all of her stuff imported. Yeah, there's still wonky hair, I know. But what that means is I can drop her in here. Notice she shows up in exactly the same place. Select her, frame her up, drag her up, sort of feet her on the ground. So I go over here, so she's in the middle of the camera view. Put her on my little dance floor thing. There. I'll even turn her around. So there's our Mary. So actually, you know what, I think she's a little small, so there. She's a little bit bigger so we'll be able to see her nice. So notice if I click stats, our draw calls have dropped to 85. From 331 to 85. This is a great thing. So if you bring her in and you hit play, still has her animations, everything's still working, still looks the same. Now that she's animating, I'm noticing when she bends forward there's getting a little poke through in the shorts, but that's alright, it was for demonstration purposes only, so I won't hurt myself on it. So it works immensely better. One of the other things you'll notice is that here you have all your characters and all your layers, right? So you can see what everything is. Notice it's highlighting here. Drag this down. Okay, you can take these pieces, and if you have other garb, you can turn them off and turn them on as necessary. Like that hair, which is making me crazy, I'm just going to turn off because it just makes me nuts. So there's Mary. Also, you notice that when you come back, you have a duplicate skeleton. Okay, depending on your needs and what you set up, you can ignore this skeleton entirely, take Vicky's skeleton, right? And just drag it up top. Okay, it'll yell at you and you're losing your prefab. You can take this and delete it. It's all about what you need, right? And this could be name it whatever you need. See if this still works the way you want. And notice, you changed my hierarchy, you broke me. Perhaps. That changes this one. In my case, I have tons of characters that I built. They have their own structure, and the structure they look for is, for example, named like such. So now if I go down here and I select Mary, I can take this and say 0. I guess I can do it that way. Let me do it the easy way. Let me go to Thania Animated. She's based on Victoria 4.2, and I can take this and drop it in here. And I can take this skeleton, run it up here. Let's see if that works any better for us. And notice I have all my animations, and by doing it this way I could take all the animations that I have set up for my characters and share them one by one with my Vic characters. Now I'll give you an example real quick here. Let me take Mary out of the scene here, delete, and let me go down to my prefabs, new V4, and let's have Maxine in the scene here, right? So if you click on her, you'll see she has a full selection of 31 animations that I built to share amongst my characters. I can go in here, and if we look at her real quick here, right, let's say that we want her to be wearing, her hair is going to stay, let's turn off this one, this one, well, we'll leave that one on, and we'll turn off the face stuff. Just click through till she's wearing the pieces that I want. Freya armor is good. Boots, bracers. We don't need that because we're using Earth Warden 1. And then we'll turn off the mage stuff because she's not wearing her mage outfit at the moment. So there, I have a character. She's functional, she's there. Our stats, draw calls 95, which means that when you're interacting and you have a bunch of characters, monsters, and whatnot running around, being able to grab this character, throw her in here, have all her animations work, the ability to toggle on and off her, what she's wearing, what she's doing, etc. Fantastic. So it works pretty good. I'm getting pretty excited about being able to use Daz content for game development. The biggest issue I have right now is that to get those outfits working, you'll notice that every single one of them needs to be embedded in the character. What I need, and I hope there's a way to do, and I'm experimenting to try to find, is a way to export them separately, mount them at runtime, so I can just have equipment in its own little section and not have to have everything, every character running around with like 800 pieces of gear. But time will tell. Like I said, getting more and more impressed with the Daz tool set for game development, and more impressed with its usefulness. So hopefully this will actually turn out to be something that I can put in my games going onwards. Hope this helped you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.